Hey guys, Darren here. Today we are in Hollywood right now. Tomorrow we will go to Harry Potter World. But you can see the Hollywood sign right there. Here, let me see. And yeah. Okay, so right now we found this really cool thing. I'm just gonna show you. I have no idea what it does though. Okay, so basically at this museum, there's we're looking at different models of scientific stuff. I don't know, but basically there's this giant model of a telescope, and you can control it from here. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to move it. Let's see it. It was moving a second ago. Okay, there we go. Now it's moving. Move the dome again. See, the telescope's kind of moving. It's a good view from here. But if you look, sun rays. It's pretty cool. You know, actually over there, on that balcony where I showed you that, you know, there's a mission in GTA 5 where you go actually there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so right now we're in the museum right now, but there's this thing, all these planets, and it tells you basically what you weigh on different planets. So let me show you. Okay, so this is Earth, so I'm like 90, right? So I'm gonna start back here. Okay, so this is Venus, like 60. Venus. Mercury. 40. So it really depends on the gravity, obviously. Aiden, did you do yours yet? Did you stand on the scales?
Yeah. Hey, listen. You see the little pad up there?
Okay, so I'm gonna do Mars now.
Yeah, Mars is 24 hours. Almost the exact same. But it's almost easier.
Okay. Wow.
Come on this side. Let's look at the other one.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay, this one. Okay, let's try this. Jesus. It's like 200 and well, it looks like about 240. Yeah, of course. 240 on Jupiter.
240? Wait, what did they measure?
They measure your weight on Jupiter because it depends on the gravity. 90. So this is the same as Earth. Oh yeah, just so you guys didn't know, I'm here with my friend Asia. You guys have seen her in the Bean Boozled Challenge on TTV.
Are you filming us a block of
What? Yeah, probably. Okay, Uranus. 100? Yes.
Oh no!
You're on what?
5 pounds of Pluto.
No way.
I'm measuring it wrong.
5 pounds.
50? Wow, that's ang isa up in the middle.
Okay. Neptune. Okay, 110. All of these are on the same, except Jupiter or whatever it was.
I don't think it works like that.
So then, like, so then Pluto has like the least gravity then.
So are you making a video about all this?
Yeah. What? It's like 2 pounds.
Or not.
So yeah, we're gonna explore more and I'll keep you guys up to date.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Griffith Observatory. My name is Juan, and this is our Tesla coil. Check out what it does. Shocking, isn't it? Sorry. Promise there's not a lot of puns in this talk. So this is a Tesla coil, and like most awesome science machines, it will burst into flames if I leave it on for too long. So I'm gonna let it cool down, and in the meantime, I get to tell you a little bit more about this machine and the man behind it, Nikola Tesla, who you may have heard of by now. So Tesla was a Serbian immigrant who came here when he was 28 years old. Those Croatians in the audience may be angry at me right now because he was born in modern-day Croatia, but he was an ethnic Serb. And when he arrived in New York, he started working almost immediately with Thomas Edison. Now, when I say working with Edison, I of course mean to say that Edison took advantage of Tesla. Tesla improved a lot of his designs, transforming them all to alternating current, which was his main contribution to the field of electricity.
Got it.
He was among the first to figure out how to run an electric motor using alternating current, which was thought to be impossible. But he actually made it way more
No, that was
efficient
not
than direct
scary.
current,
Look, it might go
little
again.
friction and little energy waste. So Edison and Tesla butted heads a lot. Towards the end of their working relationship, Edison
cool, huh?
electrocuted an elephant using alternating current.
Yeah, you think it's
to
scary?
discredit Tesla. Tesla eventually got fed up with butting heads with him and decided to start working with Westinghouse, who became his next patron. I think the main reason why Edison and Tesla didn't get along was because they were very different mindsets. Edison was profit-oriented. He wanted, to make a profit out of his inventions, whereas Tesla was more in it for the pure science of it. And I think this machine is a case in point of his mindset. He made this machine not because it looks cool on the set of Frankenstein, or at least not only because of that, but because he wanted to give free wireless electricity to everybody in the world. And that's what this machine does. Check out how it does that.
Look, the letters.
Did you guys catch that? How do you think this would charge my phone? Do I just sort of hold it up there, hope it strikes? No, right? So this, a lot of people think is generating electricity. It's not actually a generator, it's a transformer. What you've got here is a coil that takes our voltage in the outlet that's at 120 and cranks that up with each step to 500,000 volts. And that's what allows these arcs of lightning to beat the air resistance. And as it steps up the voltage, it generates an electric field in the radio spectrum. This electric field, before we had this Faraday cage installed, people would actually be able to verify its existence by holding a light bulb and watch how the light bulb got dimmer the further they got from the coil and brighter as they got closer. We did install this Faraday cage, which you might recognize from your microwave as the thing that prevents it from cooking your face along with your food. But to prove that this electric field is indeed still there, we installed an acrylic box with fluorescent lamps in there. Check out what happens when I turn the Tesla coil on. Those neon lights are not connected to anything. They're just isolated in that acrylic box. And the reason we chose neon lamps is not because we're tacky here in LA, but because fluorescent lamps are another one of Tesla's many contributions to
No, it's
fuel
not scary.
electricity. He actually was a huge show, and he'd have a Tesla coil on
all
one
the
side of
colors
his
come
face,
on, right?
a receiver on the other, so he'd have these gigantic bolts
colors.
of lightning flowing over his head. And he'd hold these fluorescent tubes of light, which would totally blow the minds of the people watching, because back then, electric light meant heat, because it was running through a resistor that, got really hot, and that's how it glowed. But Tesla would just hold it with his bare hands to the amazement of these people. He was a bit of a trickster too. What do you guys think this Tesla coil is doing in an astronomy center, in an observatory? What does this have to do with astronomy? I'm glad I hear silence because it has absolutely nothing to do with astronomy. But when people offer you to donate an amazing electrical machine, you say yes please and thank you and turn it on as often as you can. But the way we justify it is by saying that this radio wave or radio field that it generates is the precursor technology to a lot of our wireless communication, which is what we use to communicate with satellites and such. But he was a bit of a trickster. He pretty much started remote controls, and he'd have a boat sitting in the middle of the lake in Central Park, and he'd tell people to shout out instructions to the boat. They'd be amazed when it just followed their every direction, but it was actually Tesla that had a little remote control that he was controlling the boat with. So in honor of this one true mad scientist that we had here on Earth, I'm going to light it up one last time. If you guys have a slow motion setting on your camera, I recommend you set it to that, because you get some really cool effects like a flickering, which is that alternating current switching back and forth from the poles, as well as these dendritic electric tendrils that are looking for a place to ground the current. But in honor of this mad scientist, I'm
You
going
just
to
have to
do
edit it
a
later.
mad scientist
It doesn't have
laugh
setting, you
at
just
the end of the
edit it later.
countdown. I hope you guys will join me, because otherwise I'll feel really weird doing it just by myself. Okay? So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, thank you
This
for
is gonna
visiting
look
today.
really cool.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to come on up and ask.
So we're here at Hollywood, and we're at the footprint thingy at the Chinese theater, and we found some Star Wars ones. Darth Vader, C-3PO.
Cool. Right here, 1, 2, 3, R2D, over here.
And this is George Lucas. Jeez, my foot is bigger than his. But yeah. Ethan, look. Vlog life for days. Cut. Cut. Hey, bro. Kim Jong-un. Sub to me, guys. Sub to Jojo Apartment. Joe, I might need to cut the audio anyways. I might need to cut the audio because of background music. But if not, then yeah, they heard it. But they at least saw you. They at least saw you. Hey, I need a ball.
subscribe.